There you go, sir. Go ahead.
Thank you. Right. Thank you, Candice. Thanks again for that wonderful introduction. I do appreciate it. I don't know, it's making my head swell a little bit, but thank you very much anyways. That's good. Thank you very much for detailing all that information for payments and so forth. It's a lot to absorb, but if you follow the instruction very carefully, you should be able to do it. And we will accommodate any members who thinks that that their payment is not processed on time. We will go back, as Candice said, and adjust their price for the coin and so forth. Just a few little updates I have, and more importantly, I'd like to talk about a little bit of our revenue stream. I talked a lot about what's backing our coins and all that, but I want to give you some details tonight of exactly what will be backing our NuGen coin at least, and the rest of our coin at the same time. But before I do that, I'll just give you a little update on what's happening presently. Probably within the next day or two, you'll probably see on our landing page, which is your page that you log on to your NuGen coin. There will be an icon there where you'll be asked to give your information, your name, email address, and telephone number if you're interested in opening an account with our NuGen Bank and also the Cayman Bank. That's because both of those banks have given us permission already. We're at the stage where we're almost completed all the requirements ready for launching our banks or both banks. And we're just basically taking the name. So when we're ready in the next probably week, 2 weeks or so forth, well, certainly 1 week from now with the Cayman Bank and about 2 weeks for NuGen Bank. When we're ready for people to open their accounts, we have most of the information. And our partnering bank, Metropolitan Bank, they want to know exactly a rough idea how many people will come on board so they can handle that influx of people. Just by having that, but just by giving us approval to put up that page, that site, you can see clearly that we're moving in a right direction. We're going where our both our banks will be coming on board very, very shortly. So please feel free, go ahead, and if you are interested in opening an account at both of these banks, put your name. If you want your address also too, please email and telephone number, and identify there whether you would like a debit card or not from both banks. And that's a little bit on the banking. Of course, I'd like to talk a little bit of the main point, which is our launching. Launching is coming up June the 30th. So far, we seem to be on schedule. I don't expect any delays right now. We're just monitoring, as everyone have heard of. I'm sure you've heard of a coin called Bitcoin before. Well, all the cryptocurrencies are really, pegged against Bitcoin, and whatever direction Bitcoins go, the other coins follow suit. Now, our coins will not follow suit, will not go down, but probably adjusted a little bit in price, because you have to understand Bitcoin is big for now. Hopefully, one of these days we will overtake Bitcoin. And that can happen also with what I'm going to be telling you shortly. Bitcoin, just to give you a little idea how bad it is, a few months ago, Bitcoin capital market cap was $1.6 trillion. Today, Bitcoin market cap is about 400 billion. That's a lot of value lost over a few months. And it's very hard for other coins not to fall behind it, because Bitcoin is the most successful and biggest one. So our launching, our price and all that has some correlation with Bitcoin prices and Bitcoin market cap and so forth. So far, as I mentioned, we're still looking at June the 30th. If we're delayed, we're probably going to be delayed a week or so, but we're monitoring that very, very closely. We do not want to launch our coin when Bitcoin is going down, because that's not won't be good for us. Even though our coins stand alone and it's backed by assets and backed by solid revenues and so forth, we still will be very cautious. And as I mentioned, we'll be looking at that very, very carefully. But so far, as of now, we're still looking at June the 30th. Next point I want to bring up is our blockchain futurist conference in Toronto in August the 9th, 10th, and 11th of this year. Going very strong. We're getting all the T's crossed, all the I's dotted. As a matter of fact, I've recruited about 15 people today that's helping out with many, many various things to get us all even and going straight on that. A lot of volunteers. We have a lot of volunteers. We'll be volunteering on our booth number 18 in Toronto. So please, anyone, if you're there, please drop in and see us and so forth. And certainly, if you want to attend, you can come on board. And if we can help anyway, with maybe see if you can get a little discount on your tickets and so forth, we'll certainly try and help. But I guess the discount is out right now. It's gone because as it's getting closer, the tickets are in demand. I think they're getting more people than they're expected. They thought maybe the turnout wouldn't be as great because of COVID, but Toronto, it's really up in the air, but there's a little bit of confusion. They've lifted the ban on vaccination and so forth. So because of that, we're expecting a lot of people. So tickets, will be going fast, and if not, the price will probably increase in the near future. Those are the three main things I want to talk about. Our banks is almost pretty well ready to go. Our launching is still there. We're working very, very hard, quite number of hours a day. Many people are putting in to make that happen. The blockchain futures conference is still on go there. So we're doing pretty good at that point. What I would like to do is, you heard all the time, I keep talking about our coin is backed by assets and a coin is backed by revenue and so forth. Well, I want to detail a little bit, if I can, what are those revenues? Where are these revenues coming from? First of all, I call it a stream of revenues. First thing, our exchange. We have a cryptocurrency exchange, the NuGen exchange. In there, your coins will be traded, your coins and many other cryptocurrency will be trading there. I believe we'll probably, by the time we're ready to launch, we'll have 20 currencies plus our NuGen Coin. So probably 21 cryptocurrencies will be trading on that exchange. Not only will you be able to sell your cryptocurrency, your NuGen Coin, you'll be able to buy and sell other currencies, the other 20s that we have there. Every transaction that happens, either our NuGen Coin or any other cryptocurrencies, we'll be getting a fee for that, and that will be backing your NuGen Coin. We have our banks, the two banks, the NuGen Bank. We have a debit card platform. We have loans. We have cash, check cashing service. We have mortgages. All of those will bring a stream of revenue, and quite handsome revenue that'll be backing our coin. Same thing with the Cayman Bank. We'll have our debit card revenue from using debit card. Now your debit card there is good for around the world. Anyone can apply for a card, whereas the NuGen Bank, only United States citizens will be allowed to open a bank account there. As I mentioned before, though, however, the person who opened that account, the United States citizen, will have one debit card, but I've negotiated with the bank to allow that person to have an additional four debit cards. And it's sort of like a sub account. But those cards will stand on their own, and they can give those cards to four people around the world. So even though those people are not living in the United States or they're not resident in the United States, they can have one of those cards. And the cards are good for anywhere in the world. You can use them anywhere in the world. So that'll be a source of revenue for us also. Going back to the Cayman Bank, deposit taking, whenever there's a deposit coming in, we get a fee for that. A transaction fee, withdrawals, we get a transaction fee, and all of those are revenues. I just want to like to mention also in Cayman Bank right now, there are a number of people want to open account there, not members. I'm not even referring to members. I'm talking people outside. And a lot of them want to bring huge numbers in there to make deposit, because we will have a very good investment program where they can get a very, very double-digit return on their investment. So that's another source of revenue for us. We'll be having our payment platform, our credit card payment platform. I know I keep saying that. As a matter of fact, I got a call today. I'm having a meeting on Friday to finalize that. Any moment we should be having our credit card payment platform ready, up and ready, and we'll be able to take credit cards for payment when you buy cryptocurrencies. Other merchants will be able to buy from us also. We'll be able to use that platform for their businesses. That's another source of revenue for us. We have, right now we're working with MasterCard and Visa, both of them, to use our NuGen Coin as a cryptocurrency on their payment platform. They're big companies. They're taking their time for us to launch all of that, but it's in the works. We have been approved and we're waiting for them. That's another source of revenue. Uh, Another source of revenue for us is the metaverse. We have currently we're going into the metaverse, which will be debuting at the Toronto BFC convention in August. We have 9 worlds in there, and each world will create revenue for our coin. And also, please remember, the official currency of that metaverse is NuGen Coin. So if someone wants to play a game, they don't have any coin, they'll have to open an account at our exchange and buy the coins, and then they can play the game. If anyone wants to go to the movie theater, if they're in the metaverse, and they want to go watch a movie with their family, sitting, of course, in front of their computer or their TV or whatnot, and they want to watch a movie, they can go into a Netflix, a theater, a Netflix, and pay whatever the amount is, $5, $6, $10. We're not sure of the price yet, and their whole family can watch a movie in the metaverse. So that will be source of revenue for us. So these things, I just want to let people know when I say that our coins are backed by assets and backed by revenue, solid businesses. Those are businesses just for the NuGen Coin. Our other coins have different sources of revenue and different assets and so forth backing them. So this is where we different from all the other cryptocurrencies. This is why I'm saying, even though Bitcoin is going down and so forth, even if our coin was to go down, it wouldn't go down a lot at all, because we have solid revenue behind it. We have solid backing of all assets and so forth. So I just want people, our members, to feel comfortable that what we're doing, being an accountant, I know the value of things. I know if you build a house and there's no foundation, the house will collapse in very short time. So our coin, as I mentioned before, NuGen Coin, when we launch on the exchange June the 30th, that's not the end. That's the beginning of our coin. So all of you should be, thankful that's going to happen, because it will be very beneficial to every one of you and rewarding, profitable for everyone. So that's a little bit I have on the revenue source. I just want to let people know. As I was waiting here, I saw a couple comments on the chat box there. People are saying our coin will be a global coin. Yes, I would like the NuGen Coin to be a global coin, and it will be, because we're in talks with a few countries around the world that want to add a cryptocurrency to their present country's currency. And we would like them to add NuGen Coin as that second cryptocurrency, not Bitcoin or Ethereum or anything, but NuGen Coin. And so far, it's looking pretty good. It takes a lot of work, but I believe we should be able to have quite a few countries using or NuGen Coin. Now, someone mentioned, if you want to be a global currency, 10 billion coins is not enough. No, it's not enough. As time go by, as we see there'll be a need for more coins, it will be weighed very, very carefully, and we will increase that to satisfy all the requirements in the world. So we're not limited to 10 billion coins. If there's more business out there for it, certainly we'll go, and that'll be good for members. Members like you, who, when you go to the exchange, you don't have to buy coins. You are owners of coins. So it's the guys out there, the people out there who want to invest in NuGen Coin, and the price goes up for $5, they will have to be buying from you. We are the lucky ones who have coins, not them. But still, when they buy at $5, they'll be hoping that the coins will go up to $20. And I am of a strong belief that our coin, not so long in the future, will probably hit the $100. I have no doubt about that. And in due time, that will happen. That's what we're working towards. So everyone should be proud that you own NuGen Coin, because I think it'll be very, very successful, and we're working to that direction. Just want to touch a little bit on the KYC. Very important for everyone to do their KYC. Before, a couple of days ago, up to a couple of days ago, we were thinking that maybe we'll have to do a complete KYC in a KYC provider when you go on the exchange. Well, I'm trying to work out something where they can accept our present KYC and integrate it with their system. It looks very positive right now. So we'll see over the next 2 days. We're working that details out. And if that's the case, then that's fine. It's very important that everyone do their KYC right now. Get that up to date. Because you don't want to go exchange and start, messing about the KYC. It's too cumbersome. You want to go and exchange with your coins all intact in your wallet, ready to sell your 6% if you want to. And that's all that should be there. transfer. Yeah, someone mentioned something to Candice about transferring their coins and so forth, a percentage or a portion of it now. Well, that's not really necessary if you want to do that to someone or your friends or something. When you go in the exchange, all your coins that you have now, every coin will be going on that exchange in your account in a wallet address. And that wallet, you'll be able to transfer your coin from one wallet to the next wallet. If someone you want to transfer to and they do not have a wallet address because they don't have an account with our exchange, they have to open an account. And that wouldn't be a big deal. They open the account, they'll be issued a wallet address that's registered in the blockchain, and whoever wants to transfer them can transfer their coins. So they will have coins. So not only will you be able to sell your coins in exchange, you'll be able to transfer your coins. And one of the great thing about that is, for example, a lot of people, or maybe not a lot, but quite a few people have coins right now that they bought for children and grandchildren and so forth who are underage. Well, when you go to exchange, you can hang on to those. When those folks are up to age, 18 years and over, well, they can open their own account at exchange and you can transfer to them. And that transfer will, I believe, be tax free. You wouldn't be anything until they sell it, their coins, then they'll be paying the taxes on that. But you can transfer, just hold it for them for a little bit, transfer it to their wallet when they become of age, and that's how you'll be handling that situation. So with that, I just wanted to basically go over just a few little pointers. Candice always gets me the last moment, so not much time to prepare, but all these things are in my head, so I don't really have to do that much preparation. So, but it's my pleasure to introduce and letting you know a little bit update of what's happening. So without any further, Candice, maybe we'll take a few questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, for those updates, Sir Faisal. But before we proceed on that, let me just give you some insights as well. So whenever, as Sir Faisal mentioned a while back, so everybody should be doing their KYC, okay? So if in any case you're having hard time, just send them to support@nugencoin.com. And Sir Faisal already mentioned to us about the credit and debit card payment. So hopefully, and we're praying that it will gonna be before the launch. All right. So next, one more thing is that we have webinar updates. So we trimmed down our webinars. So we will only be having 3 days of webinars. So every Sunday we will be having the NuGen Coin opportunity, and then every Monday it will be the Shop Free Mart products and opportunity, and then every Tuesday it will gonna be the NuGen Coin opportunity. Okay, so now we are ready to take some questions. Let me just stop my screen in here. Hang on. So let's have our first question for tonight. Are you ready, Sir Faisal?
I'm ready. Thank you.
You're always ready. I know that. Okay, Miss Sybil. Go ahead, Miss Sybil Ferguson. Kindly unmute your microphone, please. Okay, Miss Sybil, if you can hear us, kindly unmute your microphone. There you go. Go ahead, ma'am. I'm so
Hello.
sorry. Miss Sybil, I'm
I
so
didn't
sorry.
have,
There you go.
sorry, I didn't have my hand up.
All right. Is that just a mistake?
Yes, I didn't have my hand up at all.
Oh,
It's
okay.
nice meeting you. It's nice meeting you, Miss Ferguson.
All right. Thank you, Miss Sybil. Let's have Miss Jennifer
Excuse me.
Smart. Go ahead, Miss Jennifer. Kindly unmute your microphone, please. Okay. Mm-hmm. Miss Jennifer. Okay. While we are waiting for Miss Jennifer, let's have Miss Noella Labonte. Go ahead, ma'am. Kindly unmute your microphone, please.
I'm so sorry. It's a mistake. I did not realize I was doing this. I'm just from Canada. So happy to be here, but
Oh,
not
thank
happy
you.
I can't join the NuGen Bank in the States, though.
You have the Cayman, but who knows what will happen in the future? You never know. So you may be allowed to. We'll see in the future.
Okay, the future is tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow. I wouldn't say tomorrow, but we're working on something.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a
Not
great
a
evening.
problem. Thank you too, ma'am.
You too, Miss Noella. Now let's have Mr. Ron Senior. So, Ron, go ahead.
Okay, Candace, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello,
Okay,
sir.
hi, Candace, and hi, Fazil. How are you?
Not bad, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I had a question regarding the KYC. Is it imperative that that is filled out before our exchange opens, or can we do that afterward? Or what's the deal with that?
Yeah, it's a little bit cumbersome if you do it afterwards. Especially, for example, if you go on the exchange on June the 30th, and that same day you sold some coins and you want to transfer money out and so forth, you'll be stopped until you get that, all done completely, because our system wouldn't be able to identify if you want to transfer money out and so forth. So it's better if you can get that now. And as I said, I'm working with the KYC provider. If they can use our current data, they will do it. So we want to include everyone in there. So it'd be nice if you can get it done now.
Okay, when we change our funds from one account to another, like say grandchildren's accounts and stuff like that, that can't do the KYC,
Right.
does that completely close out their account so they no longer have a website or anything?
That's correct. And our software here in our system, once your coins are transferred to the exchange, there would no longer be any coins in our system, in our software. All the coins, for full disclosure purposes, have to be transferred to the exchange, and your coins will be held there until you're ready to transfer it to your kids and so forth.
Okay, and then if I understand correctly, when we do a transfer like that, it has to be in its entirety. We can't divide it up in any way. It's got to be the entire account put into ours.
Yeah, that's correct, sir. Yes, you can't do that because you can't leave any coins behind. All of the coins will have to follow you.
Okay, one other thing, I've got a brother. He's a senior. Well, I'm a senior too, but he's at a point where he's really not going to be able to do his KYC. So I was wondering if I have the ability to take his account, since I funded it and set it up, and transfer that money into my son's account, or do I have to transfer it directly into my account?
No, I think if you talk to one of the customer representative, I think we can, maybe allow you to do that. Depends on the circumstances, but with what you're saying, I don't see a problem in doing that. It's up to you. Once we have the proper authorization, you can transfer it to your son, I believe so.
Okay. All right. I appreciate all of that. I know there's a lot of other people on there, but if you want to ask me if I'm excited, go ahead.
Are you excited, sir?
Oh my gosh. Over the moon.
Yeah, we're very excited. We're very excited. This business is a fun business for me. So it's serious, but it's fun. I'm having fun.
All right. God bless you and everybody else on board. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. Now let's have Mr. Richard DePaz. Go ahead, sir.
Good night. You hear me, Candice?
Yes, sir, we can. Go ahead.
Okay. I wanted to ask Mr. Fezzle about opening an account in Cayman Bank. We have to be American citizens to do that?
Sorry, sir, I didn't hear you. Can you repeat again?
For us to open up a bank account in the Cayman Island Bank, we have to be American citizens to do that?
What citizen?
American citizen.
Oh, American citizen. No, sir. No. Sorry, I couldn't hear you very well. Very clearly.
Okay, because I live in Jamaica, West Indies.
No, you can open a Cayman account from any place you live, any place in the world, from any place. Doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. That's what I wanted to find out. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. And, I'm very happy with what I see so far.
We try our best. We're trying our best. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. And have a good night. Okay. One love.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Richard. Now let's have Lisa Lawrence. Go ahead.
Good evening, Frazzle. This is Kevin again, not Lisa.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Candace, how are you?
Good.
I want to brag on Candace a little bit, Frazzle. She deserves a pay raise for what she does.
I wouldn't doubt that, sir. I agree with you. Let's see if we can get her a pay raise tomorrow. Then.
Okay,
All right.
that's immediate, right?
Please,
Just
please
kidding.
do.
She hold us together. She's a very valued member of our organization, sir. I do
She's
appreciate it.
awesome. It's
Yeah,
great
she
to
is.
have her aboard. My question is, so every once in a while I hear talk about the 6% when this goes live. But then
Yeah.
other times I hear you say that you'll be able to take your coins and sell them on the exchange.
Yeah.
But I thought you could only sell 6% at the beginning and the rest bake in a baking period for 6 months.
That's
And then
correct.
you couldn't touch those for 7 months till the weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I've got people going, well, he says that you can sell them whenever you want. I'm like, well, you can sell up to 6%
That's correct.
when it goes live. But after that, you have to let it sit for 6 months. And then, do I understand correctly that in that 7th month, which would be around February, January, that we will get 5.22% interest on that? Is that what
No, sir. No, I'll try and make it clear for you. Let's say you have 1,000 coins in your account presently. All 1,000 coin will go to the exchange. 6% of that will be released when your coins are transferred to exchange. So the rest of it, the other 94%, will be bought into a smart contract, and the contract will state after. Whoa, can you hear me there?
Yes.
Feedback. Yeah. Okay. So now, whatever coins left, the other 94% will be bought into a smart contract. That contract terms will say after 6 months, you'll be receiving 5.22% of your coin amount, not interest. We do not pay
Okay.
interest. It just,
Okay.
whatever you have, 5.22% will be given to you, will be released to you of your own coin every month for the next 18 months. Okay. And you can sell that, you can hold it, you can do whatever. Just like the 6%, you do not have to sell it on June the 30th. If the price is $3, you don't have to sell it. If you want to wait, the price go up within the next 5 months, which we expect to go maybe $8, $9, $10. Hold it. You hold on to it. You don't have to sell anything. If you want to, we're allowing the 6% just if people want to have a few dollars, to meet loans, payment, or whatever they have, to satisfy their living accommodation and so forth. Well, that's fine. That's the purpose of that 6%. But you can sell it, you can keep it. You don't have to sell any of your coins for the next 5 years if you want to. When your coins go to $1,000 a coin, then you can sell. That's fine.
Okay. And one last, I'm just trying to get clarification. Sometimes I hear 90 cents at when it goes live, and then sometimes I hear $2.25. Do you have any kind of idea about where this is going to be when it goes live, or is this just based off of what Bitcoin and all of them are doing at the time?
Yeah, well, Bitcoin plays an important part in all cryptocurrencies. We cannot totally predict the exact value, sir, when we go in exchange, but all I know is our coin, when we go in exchange, will probably start anywhere from probably 99 cents to $2.50. We don't know now because of Bitcoin, the drop in Bitcoin. If you had asked me this question 2 weeks ago, I would say our coin will start at $2, $2.50, $2.25. Now we're not so sure, but it will go up within the next week. Once we launch, your coin should go up between $3 and $5. That's what our expectation is. And we have procedures and everything, strategies in place to make that happen.
Okay, so let's just say I wanted to wait till the price went up to do my 6%. Can I do that, or do I have to take that 6%?
No, sir. I'll try and explain that again. When you go in exchange with your coin goes in exchange, automatically 6% is deducted and left in your wallet.
Okay. Okay.
And that's 6% is there for you. You don't have to ask for that. It's there for you. It's in your pocket. So you can sell it, you can keep it, do whatever you want with it.
Okay. One last question. The other night you were talking about, we talked about merging mine and my wife's accounts together. Now,
Yeah.
if we did that, how does that work that she still gets the people that are under her and the people that are under me?
I believe if she's merging under you, you will get all of those. Candice?
Okay, so it'll just be up one pipeline instead of her pipeline and mine.
That's right. It'd just be one down line. I think she'll be with you. Candice, maybe you want to answer that?
Okay. I believe, sir, it would just be the account of the wife, Miss Lisa, will gonna remain in there. It's still an active account, so that means to say, she's still got the members. Okay, as I've explained a while back, the accounts, whatever you transfer those NuGen coins to the other account, they will still remain in there. Why? Because you still have the different other coins.
Okay,
So we
Okay.
just transfer now the NuGen coins. So that means to say whoever under Miss Lisa's, okay, the downline members will gonna remain under her. So if now there would be somebody who will make a purchase under Miss Lisa, let's take for example, it would be under Realty Coin. Definitely Miss Lisa will gonna get the 10% commissions. But
Okay.
because we're already on launch on the NuGen coin, definitely there wouldn't be anybody who can purchase the NuGen coins, right? Because
okay,
we're already on the exchange.
right,
So
okay, all right.
that's
But
how
she-
it works.
All right, thank you so much. God bless, and
Thank you.
Faisal, you and Candace, y'all are like the glue that keeps this all together. Thank y'all.
There are a lot of people in our organization, sir. Not only the two of us. A lot of people keep us together. Keep everyone together.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all be blessed. Have a great evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kevin. So now let's proceed to Miss Brenda. Go ahead, Miss Brenda. Kindly unmute your microphone, please.
Hi, good evening.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? I
Hi,
think
thanks.
my
How you doing?
question, I think my question was answered with the KYC because I have
Good.
a lot of downline people that were having problems. They told me they were verifying, and when I checked, they wasn't. So I just wanted to know if they would be still transferred when the exchange come, if the KYC is not done. Would the coins be still transferred?
Yeah. Yes, the coins will be transferred. Whatever happens, doesn't really matter what happens. Come 2 days,
Mm.
probably 2 or 1 day before a launch date, all the coins will be transferred. So whether you have your KYC complete or not, you'll have to do it at some point in time. But it's better to do it now.
Okay. All right, I got you. All right. Thank you so much for your work
You're
that you're
welcome,
doing.
man. You're welcome.
Sir Fazil, I just wanted to add another one when it comes to the KYC. So if the member, let's take for example, if the member was not able to do the KYC now, okay, and we've already had this exchange, he or she can still make the KYC or do the KYC during the exchange?
Yes, they will have to do a KYC on the exchange. Everyone will have to have a KYC, whether the KYC that they have now is transferred. If that KYC is not perfect, they'll have to redo a KYC in the exchange. So what I'm
Alright.
saying is, with what I'm doing now, it looks like good 85% that our KYC provider will be able to use all our KYC data that we have now. So this is what I'm saying. It's very imperative people get the KYC information down now before they go in exchange. If not, when they go in exchange, it'll probably take a long time because you would not be able to do KYC with us anymore. You'll have to go to the payment provider. And I know 10 years ago when I was getting into cryptocurrency, when I did a KYC to few exchanges, it took like 3 weeks and 4 weeks and 5 weeks to get confirmation. So if you have your 6% coin and you want to sell and your KYC is not up to date and you're in exchange and you have to do a KYC, it might take you 8 weeks before you get your money. So it's very important to get that done now.
There you go. So I hope that gives us a clear view when it comes to our KYC. So it's very imperative that you do your KYC now so that there wouldn't be any delays when it comes to what we have onto the exchange. Okay. So now let's have Mr. Jim. Go ahead, sir.
Sure, can you hear me?
Yes,
can
sir,
hear
we
you.
can.
Go ahead,
Okay,
sir.
great. Thanks, Candace. Fazil, I appreciate the opportunity. I'm excited like everybody else is, but I'm trying to keep a level head as well because there's a lot of competition out there. But what I'm looking at, and particularly interested, is in the metaverse. I see there's a huge potential on that, and I'm just kind of curious, how does NuGen get its attract developers, because the experience that you have in the metaverse is going to be important, and of course, word of mouth is going to play a big part in how the word gets spread about. So, like, what do we do to attract the best developers and the companies that are going to want to be in our metaverse so that we can profit from it?
And we have, so we have a lot of huge companies presently that have approached us already. You have to realize a lot of these companies out there want to be in the metaverse, and they're looking to see where there's a metaverse. They're not many, if not but one or two. We are one of the main ones. We are, if not the only one that be doing, metaverse and the scale that we're doing it. We have our own metaverse platform. We have people right now, huge corporations that want to come in, and they will pay for a piece of plot, a piece of virtual land, anywhere from 200,000 minimum to $1 million each client. So, and we have a handful of them right now, and it's just word of mouth, spreading and so forth. And when we go on our the blockchain futurist conference, our metaverse will be debuted, and a lot of people will be there. There are many ways we'll do things that will attract customers, but they will know us. These big people, they know you. They're looking constantly.
Okay, all right, great, appreciate it. That's great.
No problem.
Thank you, Jim. Now let's have Ruel Spence. Go ahead. Kindly unmute your microphone, please. Okay, so while we are waiting for Ruel, let's have Jason. Go ahead, Jason. Kindly unmute your microphone, please.
Hello, thank you, Candice and Mr. I really appreciate this opportunity, to invest into this NuGen Coin. I guess one question that I have is, are there plans as far as implementing NuGen Coin in terms of like within like so what I'm looking for in terms of sending money like overseas, kind of like Western Union, but with crypto? Just curious to know whether there are plans for that.
Yes, sir. As I mentioned before, when we go on exchange, NuGen is just beginning. There are many avenues, many things we're looking at presently. Remember, we want to have our NuGen coin as a global coin. We want it to be used in any application there is. So we'll be looking at everything, every single thing, to make it easier for people in the world. There's so much headaches if you want to transfer cryptos or cash and so forth. We want to do it interchangeably, to make people's lives easier. That's what we're doing, because it's not easy out there. It's very difficult, and we will look at all avenues to make people's lives easier.
Right. And then one last question I have. I know in one of the webinars, maybe a few webinars back, it had been mentioned that one of the purposes of NuGen Coin was to kind of eliminate that, I guess, a headache when it comes to sending money, whether domestically or internationally. Like every time you send a certain amount of money, the bank charges a certain fee.
That's correct. That's
correct.
Yeah.
So I guess my question is, are you going to end up maybe working in collaboration with the banks, or is it just a thing where you just kind of have to deal with the competition? So I'm just kind of curious as how that's going to potentially play out.
No, sir, we will not be in competition with anyone. We'll be in competition with ourselves, because we have two banks. That's the reason we went out to get two banks. Whatever payment you want to send, for example, your coin, when you sell your 6% coin, let's say you sold all of it, or $100,000 worth of it, or 10,000, that money will be in a spot wallet, a cash wallet under your name and our exchange. That account would be linked to your bank account, your NuGen account or your Cayman account. And remember the debit card, that's where that's important. You can access those accounts with your debit card anywhere in the world. So you would not have to transfer any money anywhere. Let's say you want to go into the Philippines, for example, United States citizen. You take your card with you when you're there, go to the ATM machine and withdraw your money. You don't have to transfer. It's right there. Now, if it's a Cayman, as I mentioned before, if it's a Cayman debit card, you can withdraw as much money as that machine can give you. If you have $100,000 in that account, in your Cayman account bank, and you want to withdraw 10,000, and that machine, wherever you are, will allow you to withdraw 10,000, all by all means, you can get it from that card. The NuGen Bank, your limit is only $20,000. So you can use it anywhere in the world.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for the further
Not a problem.
clarification.
Not a problem.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jason, go ahead. Let's have now Miss Kalari. Go ahead. Kindly unmute your microphone, please. And please, to all those who I actually put already onto the board, when it comes to your time for you to ask your question, please keep your microphone unmute. All right. When your name was called, kindly just unmute it. All right. So that we have this good connection and good understanding when it comes to the question and answer. Thank you so much. Go ahead, Miss Kalari.
Yes, good evening, everyone. My question is, I'm a Canadian. I live in Toronto, and I understand that if I have to open up a NuGen bank account, it has to be, I can't get one in the United States. Is that correct?
That's correct, ma'am. You have to be a United States
Right.
citizen. And it's not us, that's the law, United States law.
All right, so I'm Canadian, not a United States citizen. So where do I open up an account?
Okay, you can't open an account in the NuGen Bank. However, your debit card is an important factor in that bank. If you have someone who is a member or is an account holder of NuGen Bank, they are allowed to have four additional debit cards, and they can certainly hand one over to you. It's no liability to them because you will be in charge of that debit card, and you will have to top it up and so forth. So if that's possible, maybe someone from your downline, your upline, or wherever is an American citizen, they open an account, they can get 5 cards, one for themselves, and they can give you one, share one with you.
I
If that's
understand that, but I'm just a little bit confused when you say if you have someone that is a member of the bank and they get 4 or 5 credit cards,
Right.
debit cards for you, and they can hand one over to you. But what about my personal account, my account? Will I be able to open it there?
No, you cannot open a United States bank in our NuGen Bank because you're not an American resident, an American citizen. And that's the law of the United States. That's not our law.
Right. But can I do it in the Cayman bank?
Yes, you can do it in Cayman Bank. You can open an account there.
And that's all done online, correct?
All done online. Cayman Bank
Right.
is an online bank, and so is NuGen, is an online bank.
Okay, perfect. And another question is, when do we get our credit cards?
Once you apply for it, within the Cayman cards are 10,000 have been issued already. We have probably sold out of it. Well, we have people who want almost all of it already, but that's okay. They'll do another print as time go by. But the printing doesn't take that long. It takes about a week. And then once we have the card, you have an account open with us. Your card will be synced to that account, and they'll be sent out to you. And that should take
Right.
probably a week and a half or so.
And we receive that by mail?
No, it would not be by mail. It would be by a DHL service because that card is already programmed for you. Once you get that card, you'll have to, I guess, set up a PIN and activate that card. So we're not going to send stuff through the mail where people can get lost or someone steal it or so forth. You have to sign for that. You'll have to sign for that card.
And where would we go to sign for the card?
Well, no, the card will come to you.
Oh, the card will come to us and we'll sign it. I see. And then get a PIN number for it and go online to get the PIN number?
Yeah, when you get that card, then you will have to, there'll be a number on there. You'll call and set up your own PIN. And then that PIN will identify you just like a regular bank, ma'am. If you get a credit card from the bank, you have to dial in and you set up your PIN and so forth. Yeah.
Right. I understand now. One more question with regard to the 6%. Say I don't want to take out my 6% now. I just want to leave it in there, right? Will I be able to use that 6% in the far future if I wish, even after the 7 months, where we can also take the 5.22? Will it be then 11% 0.22 that I can take out?
Absolutely.
Or use?
Absolutely. Your 6% is yours. You can keep it and spend
Okay,
it and
so
keep it for 10
I
years.
can accumulate my percentage if I want?
Yes, ma'am. It's all yours.
Okay, perfect. That's what I needed to know. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Galeri. Now let's have Reverend Harris. Go ahead, kindly unmute your microphone, please.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hello.
Hi, thank you for a great opportunity. It sounds
Oh, thank you.
wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, the questions have been great. I have about one or two more.
Sure, go ahead.
I heard you say about the coin being on the exchange,
Yep.
but I didn't understand if the coins would be in a NuGen wallet or code wallet, or how is that
Yeah.
the storing of it, the exchange itself, or what
Yeah,
kind of wallet would we need?
we'll have our own NuGen wallet on the blockchain system.
Okay. And
And
do we
also,
have,
you'll have your own wallet also for other cryptocurrencies that are on there, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Binance Coin, and so forth.
okay, is that another account that we have to open for the
No,
wallet?
no. It's the same.
Okay.
It's like you have a bank account with 6 different sub accounts in that same number, same account. Yeah.
Okay. And the next question is regarding the community. So if we wanted to purchase there, that would be an additional separate sector, separate thing.
If you want to purchase on the exchange coins.
No, the community where the I guess the oxygen and the
There, yeah,
the travel.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I want to address that also. I was going to address that a little bit later on because I noticed when Candice was on, somebody was asking a question. Now, right now, we have 5 coins. We have the NuGen Coin, NuGen Realty, NuGen Oxygen, NuGen Energy, and NuGen Travel. Now, only the NuGen Coin is launching, and that's the one that's launching. We're expecting the end of June. The other coins, I believe the next one we're looking at is the Oxygen Coin, will be launched probably in February next year, around that time. So those coins still remain with us. Only the NuGen Coin will be transferred to the exchange. And as these coins are transferred to exchange, then they're no longer with us. Does that answer the question?
Somewhat, yes.
Okay.
I want to know how the community sectors are involved. Like, how do we use the coins there, just to like a normal business would, for like mortgages or?
No. The community, you just buy your coins. That's all for now until they go to exchange. When your coins
until
go to
they go on.
That's right. When they go in exchange, there will be provision there that, for example, your 6%. Someone said they didn't want to use your 6%. They're asking after 7 months, would that 6% compound with a 5.22? Correct. Now, if you don't use that and you want to borrow against it, certainly we will accommodate you for that. Depends on the price and so forth. As long as you have equity in there, we will accommodate you. Not a problem.
Okay. And last question is, will a business account be okay to open for US or Cayman Bank, or just personal?
Oh, no. The Cayman Bank, you can open a business account. There's some other paperwork there, but you can open a personal and a business account. Not a problem. And as I mentioned earlier, anyone from any country in the world can open a bank account in the Cayman Islands. As long as you fulfill the requirements, you're good to go.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Ms. Harris. So again, we just wanted to make it clear, folks, that you can still make a purchase of all of our other coins, okay? And from there, you can still gain commissions or rewards. It's still 10%. So if in any case our NuGen coin will gonna be up onto the exchange already, you still have these avenues when it comes to our coins to earn some. All right. So we will have those probably by next year on when they are going to be on live as well. Same thing with the NuGen coin. So same process with the NuGen coins. Register some members and then open their accounts. Still, it will be under the NuGenUniverse.com. Okay. Next, let's proceed to Kevin. Go ahead, Kevin. Kindly unmute your microphone, please. Kevin
Good,
Cameron, go ahead.
good evening. How is everyone? Can you hear me?
Hello, sir. How you doing?
I'm, I'm doing well. You can hear me okay?
I can hear you. Thank you.
Perfect. I just have a question in regards to the bank account. Do you know if there's going to be a requirement that says that they're going to require additional funds for deposit to open account?
Which bank, sir?
NuGen Bank?
Oh, no, there's not going to be a minimum amount. If you fund your bank account, then that'll be fine. But it's up to
Right.
you how much you have in there. That's what based on how much you can use your debit card.
I understand. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't know if there was going to be something additional that was going to be needed to deposit in order to open these
No.
accounts. But
No, you
okay.
wouldn't have to. Now, just for everybody to understand, we're trying to make it easy for people. Just please see the simplicity of this. Here you have an account at the NuGen Bank. You don't, if you want money, if you can avoid it, don't start transferring money here and there. Use your debit card. Use your debit card. That
Right.
debit card is linked to that account. So if you're in, Italy and you want some money, go to the ATM machine and draw some money, and that's it. It comes out of your
Okay.
your account. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your time. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Now let's have Miss Geraldine Webb. Kindly unmute your microphone. Miss Geraldine, go
Hello,
ahead, ma'am.
hello, hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello,
ma'am.
man. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Hi, I thought I didn't unmute my microphone. Hi, Candice. Hi, Fazil. How are you guys
Hello.
doing?
Not too bad. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Good stuff.
Yeah, one question about the KYC again.
Yes.
So a person who just want to transfer their funds now into another person's account, do they have to do the KYC before they transfer it into the other person's account or not?
No, if they're transferring, they would no longer have an account, so their funds would not go on the exchange. So their account will open because they'll have other coins. Let's think about that a little bit. Yeah, they will probably have to do a KYC for their other coins when they're going to exchange. But for the NuGen coin, they may not have to do a KYC now because there wouldn't be any of their coins going to the exchange.
Okay,
Does that-
so let's say someone want to transfer their account into my, their funds into my account.
Yeah, just the NuGen coin.
They
just
don't have to have a KYC done. They can just transfer it into, through that procedure, because I know you have a procedure that you send out, based on the transfer procedure. They don't have to do a KYC. They can just fill out the procedure and request to transfer it into my account without a KYC done.
Just a NuGen coin for now, because
Just a NuGen coin.
exchange. Just a NuGen coin, correct? Yeah. If they don't go to exchange, they can probably get away with not having an up-to-date KYC, but they should have their KYC. They should, because they were getting 10% of the NuGen coin value in the other coins. So even though they will no longer have coins in NuGen coin, they'll still have coins in the other coins that we have. So they should have a KYC.
Okay. Now, Father, is it a possibility to speak with you on pertaining to something else that I would like to really get clarity on outside of this platform?
Okay, sure. I can probably send me an email. I'm pretty busy, but talk to Candice and maybe we can work out something.
Oh yeah, Candice, I sent you an email. I don't know if you recognize my email as yet.
I'll be. I'll check.
And I know, I don't want it to sound very likely, because I know that you're pretty busy, and I really appreciate you guys. I'm like, Candice is gonna answer me, but I guess that you're so busy that you haven't gotten to my emails yet.
Yes, as of today, Miss Carolyn, you know what, regarding the transfer, because I'm the one who's actually checking on them, personally checking on them, I need to make sure that these are not dummy accounts, something like that. So I haven't opened yet your email, but I will right after this webinar, okay? I'm so sorry.
I thought my name was kind of worldwide right now.
All right, no worries, Miss Carolyn. I'll get back to you. I do promise that. Okay. So I'm so sorry regarding that one. So anyway, do you still have any other questions, Miss Carolyn?
I think that is so far. Thank you guys for all that you
Yeah,
do. I really
no
Okay.
problem.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I just want again to clarify everything, okay? Even though the person, let's take for example, you wanted to transfer the coins to a certain member, that member, even though that member will not do any KYC, that would just be fine. We can transfer the coins. What Mr. Fazal or Sir Fazal was actually stating in here is that if ever, okay, that person has members under him or her, and then he got some commissions into the other coins, definitely if he wanted to withdraw some of those funds, he cannot withdraw them unless that person will gonna be a KYC verified. Okay, so very important that we do our KYC in order for us to do our withdrawals. And then the second one is that when we go onto the exchange, it will not give us hard time on how we are going to process our withdrawals and so forth. So that's the only reason why we really have to do our KYC. Okay, but if that would just be for transfer, definitely if that person cannot do KYC, it doesn't necessarily mean that we cannot transfer the coins. All right, Miss Caroline? Okay, thank you so much. And then let's proceed to Mr. Dave Fajo. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you for taking my question, Faisal. Thank you for what you're doing. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited about this. I
No
am
problem.
new to NuGen, and you may have answered this question previously, and I apologize if you have. I didn't hear the answer. So my understanding is that crypto is treated like capital gains. So if we use a debit card to purchase anything, whether it be a gallon of gas or whether it be a loaf of bread, wouldn't that create some kind of a taxable consequence?
Sir, we're not expert on taxes. We will advise you to seek advice from your accountant or tax attorneys. But I would say once you sell your cryptos, I believe you have to pay taxes on it. And the funds that are left, that's what will be transferred, to well, all the funds will be transferred to your bank account. But it's up to you to determine what is your tax liability. But all I'm saying is, if you buy a coin for 20 cents and you sell it for $1, at that point, when you do your income tax return at the end of the year, you'll have to pay taxes, some sort of taxes on 80 cents that you've earned. Irregardless of if you use that amount on a debit card or a withdrawal or whatever, 80 cents of that will have to be taxed.
Okay, but if we did a loan that is not cashing in,
Yeah.
so
I don't believe the loan will be taxed until you sell your cryptocurrency, but you might
right,
want to check your tax accountant.
sure. Okay, very good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, and for our last question for tonight, Miss Geraldine Young, kindly unmute your microphone, please. Miss Young, there you go.
Yes, yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, ma'am.
Okay.
For the individuals who reside in Jamaica,
Yeah.
how would they be able to access the funds that they would have?
In the exchange, ma'am, you talking about exchange?
Yes, once they want to get the availability, the use of the funds, would
Okay.
they have to open an account
Yes,
in
I would. Yeah. Okay. So sorry for interrupting. If you have to open an account if you want to at a Cayman Bank, and we can transfer your funds from there to Cayman Bank. Will you have a debit card? And you can use that debit card in any ATM machines in Jamaica. Or if your if your cash is in that cash account in hot cash account in the exchange, you can send a request for us to transfer your money to Jamaica directly, and we'll be able to do that.
Okay, I have one more. Well, part of it is a statement, and part of it is actually saying something as well.
Go ahead.
The night that you decided that you were going to, and I know I'm going back,
Yes.
but I'm finding it, I'm a bit disgruntled about it.
Oh, go ahead.
The night that you decided, or they decided to cancel the loan contract,
Yes.
that's the night I found out about it.
Oh.
And I was saying to one of your peers that I found it to be a bit unfair. And why I say unfair, you did not get a chance at it at all, and here it is being canceled. So I think also that some kind of compensation or recompense or something. I understand that we do get into things at times and we do not get the full gist of it, because sometimes we get so excited and elated about part A, we are not looking at part Z or Z. And I think to myself, as I said to one of your colleagues earlier on this evening, I think since so many people maybe were not aware of it, that it existed, they only heard about the contract, but nobody heard about the loan contract, because there was no great emphasis that was maybe put on it. And it has shut a lot of people out of the door that could have made that little bit extra to get it. Is there any way, any form, any kind of compensation that you or your team would be able to find to assist, just as how you have those who have the contract and will have to come up to date in order to keep what they have? I'm quite sure there are a lot of individuals who did not really realize the loan contract. And why I'm emphasizing on it, we keep hearing about getting the contract, but the loan contract. And it wasn't until that same night again that I realized that there were other coins that we had access to. So then I think some of the owners has to go on the ones who impart the information to you when you're getting into something, and the ones who are taking the listening, because you can be hearing, it's two things that are performed. You can be listening, but you're not hearing. It's two different things. So there is something that needs to be done to drive home the points that are really, really essential, because the more I look back at it, is the more I'm seeing what was being missed. And I don't know if anyone has pointed this out to you. I don't know if they have made it known how they felt about this. But I think this is a very great opportunity that slipped through the cracks that a lot of us did not get a chance to hear, never mind to utilize it.
Okay, good, ma'am. Okay, so what you're saying is you were not told that the loan contract program was canceled, correct?
I knew it was the night when you were canceling it. To do something else is the night when I heard about it.
Yeah.
I had no inkling at all that there was a loan contract going on. And like I'm saying, I'm trying to make it not look like, okay, you know, it's the onus is just on one person. The person who is imparting the information to you when they're getting you into something, and you also, but you can't access what you don't know. So there are little fine areas that seems as if they're not relevant, but they're relevant, because this one in particular, it has blown me away. I knew nothing about it until the night when you said that it was not going to be in effect, when I think two persons, one from Jamaica and one from another country, is asking then what is going to take place of this if this
So,
is not happening.
so ma'am, basically what you're saying, you didn't even know there was a loan program, correct? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, sir. Had I known there was a loan program, I would have
Okay.
utilized it and I would have been able to tell my downline as well.
Hmm. That's interesting. So, um,
Okay. Sir Faisal, can I say something, please?
go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you so much for this for that one. Miss Geraldine, thank you so much for venting out onto this webinar, and we really do appreciate that you giving us all this information. But first and foremost, ma'am, here's what we are doing. Okay, I just want to you to know that we are actually doing a daily webinar, and that's actually Sunday up until Thursday. So that's a 5-day webinar. I really do understand that when you say that you do not have the idea about the loan contract thing, probably it will always go back onto the person who brought you into this opportunity. Yes, there is this point that you were not aware when it comes to the loan contracts. But there you go. We still have a lot of things that is keep on going, and we are having a lot of opportunities waiting for you. It's not just the NuGen coin. Probably onto the other coins we might be able to think of having a loan contracts as well. It's just that when we are having this news or announcement onto our webinars and even onto the announcement page, there are lots of people who missed a lot of opportunities. And probably you are thinking that you are one of them, but let's think about the positive things that might come our way, okay? It's not the end. We do have a lot of coins waiting for us, and you can still take advantage of those other coins. And when it
Let me
comes to that,
interject for a minute. Let me interject for a minute. I do understand what you're saying. I do understand where you're going, but I'm still holding my grounds with what I said.
Ma'am,
I
ma'am,
said that
ma'am, excuse me for interrupting. If I may ask, how many of the webinars did you attend?
go ahead, Miss Young.
How many webinars did you attend?
Hello, may I comment?
Go
Sure, go
ahead,
ahead.
Miss Young, kindly.
May I comment?
Go
Sure, go
ahead,
ahead.
Miss Justina.
Hi, Fazil, and everyone that's on this call. If you look at the chat, there must have been hundreds of comments made about the question that you are asking now, Faisal. There were so many advance notifications about the loan payments contracts. And Candace, you may recall, you worked endlessly, effortlessly to help people make the deadlines. And it was repeated on so many meetings. And so I regret that this happened to her. But unfortunately, that's why John and Candace, everyone says, come and attend the meetings, or at least inform your downline, because they may not come to the meeting. So I just wanted to express that. And Faisal and Candace, if you see the chat, you could see yourself that there's a lot of comments saying that what I'm saying. On that note, I would like to say, Faisal, just a couple of seconds. I have had so many phone calls, so many messages, Skype messages on the white contract, the white paper. So many people have commented to me on how they've seen other white papers, but this one is definitely first class. And they were so impressive at the detail and how thorough it is. And I just had to let you know that, Faisal.
I do.
And
appreciate it.
okay, and I also want to let you know, and Candace knows, because there are some days, guys, I must contact Candace 2-3 dozen times, and 2-3 dozen times, that's almost 36 times in a day, and she always gets back with me. And the reason I contact so many times is because I get so many calls, and recently they are escalating, and I can understand why they're escalating, Faisal. Everybody is so very excited. We are really living a part of history, and we're experiencing a truly wonderful dream. And the people that are calling me repeatedly, they're so grateful to you and John. And at the same time, I want you to know that you are bringing such joy to so many people. And on some cases, I have actually witnessed people in tears because you have touched their hearts. And I just want you to know that how many of these calls that I get and share this with you. Because I want to thank you for everyone and thank you a million times for your whole team, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Justina. That's fine. Thank you. We try our very best to, to accommodate everyone. But as I keep mentioning over and over, the people that I talk to, please look at your account. Visit it, go to the webinar, get information. If you're not there, we are not, soothsayers to understand what people are thinking. I mean, they have to go to webinar. That's why we have webinars, for them to understand what's happening and get information. But I personally know on that loan information, there's very, very, much information was put out there on that topic, and I can't understand her question, anyways. But I do feel sorry for her, and but it's very important. In this case, people can clearly see. Please go on your webinar and look at your account daily, and then you'll get some information. And as I said, there are other coins also. So please, thank you.
Thank you so much. So I think we just need to talk with Miss Geraldine when it comes to that one, Sir Faisal. Okay. So what we are just going to do, guys, we really do appreciate your comments, and thank you so much. It warms our heart. It's just that sometimes there are things like this that we cannot really vent out with our sponsor, something like that. But we should always learn to be grateful, because all these things are happening to us and this amazing opportunity. We should always look on the positive side of everything, right, Sir Faisal? So
That's
your
correct.
last words for tonight, please go ahead.
Well, I'll say again, please, we have 4 other coins out there. Please look at your account on a daily basis. See your coins, see your account is growing. See there's always messages there. Every time there's something happening, I advise the team, please put up a message there so people, our members, can see. So it's very, very important to see all the details are up there. Unfortunately, we cannot call everyone. Like, I'm not bragging or anything. If you look at my email account, I have about 18,000 emails in there, and that's not impossible for someone to go through all of that. So, that's when someone asks me for my email or telephone number, I'm hesitant because I get so many calls and so many emails. It's very difficult to handle all of those. So please look at your account. There's a lot of information on there. And I love Ms. Justina comment on our people's comment on the white paper. It took a lot of effort from many, many people in our organization, and we're very proud of it. And our white paper, the way it is, it'll be adjusted and revised many, many times from now for the next 10 years. Whatever we do, the metaverse, as we said before, is just the beginning. 9 worlds in metaverse is just our beginning. There'll be many, many worlds in there that people will be playing, and we'll be updating our white paper accordingly as time go by. So once again, please, thank you for joining us, and look at your account on a daily basis, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. And once again, it's indeed blessings that we are here tonight to share this opportunity with our chief managing partner. And let's not always focus on the negative things. There are lots of things ahead of us, and this will be an amazing future for everybody. So once again, a blessed evening to everyone. Thank you so much, and see you on to the next webinar. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Good night.